Whoa. Don't tell me that's a death crow. Alright guys, so now we find it back to Coastal Cottage. Whoa, why are there so many people in here? Alright, so I have 3 new settlers, so this one's gonna go all the way to the slog. And then probably gonna put 1 in defense, even though I don't need it. But you know what? Why not? Dude. Alright, that's all I need. And then probably gonna put some crops and all. So yeah, so guys, excuse me, I'm really not a good builder, but I'm not gonna worry so much about what I build on the settlement, as long as people have somewhere to sleep, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna put it right. I'm gonna complete it, you know, when I have the time to do it, but it's not my priority. So you, please go and take care of the crops. All right. So now we can finally build everything we need. Our console, which is I'm gonna put right there. I'm pretty sure there's something more. Yeah. Ah shit. Yeah, probably let me try to build it nearby here, and then I'm gonna put this one right there, and I just need more power. Probably gonna have to take okay, I wanted this one, but it needs science 4, which I do not have eventually. So very simple, I'm gonna build one right here and another one right here. I link these two and bam, that should be it, right? Okay, this one also needs to be connected. Yeah guys, I know I really suck at building, so I'm not gonna worry too much about what I'm building or where I build it. Alright, the most important was to build a platform. Alright, let me hit the hard save. Yeah, I know my building skills suck.
Status report.
We got activity, Des. Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot. Patriot? There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
How can I contact him if you know nothing about him?
Patriot devised a method to communicate with us one way. The plan hinges on us using this method to close the loop and contact him back.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
Bring it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Booting up the scan sequence. This frequency is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Alright, so I need to get on the platform, right?
So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them.
Look at her build this
Beating out
platform.
baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
That is so
Take this
ridiculous.
holotape. You needed to contact Patriot.
Oh man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths. About the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the aura. We got it.
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now.
Alright guys, so I made it all the way to the Institute, the molecular level. Alright. Oh, it's so bright in here. Oh boy, it's way too bright. Wait guys, quickly let me fix the settings. Alright guys, so I think this made it a bit better. This is just a temporary fix.
Hello.
Eventually I will fix it later on. Oh, I need to load the holotape, but I can't remember the name of the holotape. Alright, so we are done interview. That's not the one. Turret override program. It's not the one. Oh, network scan. I need to copy all the encrypted message. Meet at the advanced system maintenance room. That's where I need to meet Patriot. And I need to download everything.
Wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Guys, it really didn't make it any better. Oh boy, let me have another try at that. Alright guys, so with no luck I wasn't able to clear all that. So the simplest way is to take out the...
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Okay.
Welcome to the Institute.
Let me see again. If I put the E and B, yeah, it's way too
This
bright.
is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground.
Guys.
There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yeah, guys, so I really don't know why. Because I have the patch with the interiors, but it's just way too bright.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Come on, Sean. We need to go.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
We're leaving this place. Together, okay? Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
No,
Yeah, so I deactivated A and B.
Father! Father, help me!
I don't know why the interiors are so bright. At that time I have the patch.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall. Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind.
Wait, let me try again.
I recognize
Yeah,
that you
too
are
bright.
emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit!
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. in this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through all the options.
You're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here, in the Institute?
Yes. That is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Well, I don't have too much, I mean, just for the sake of the story, eventually I'm gonna agree.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Alright, that was seriously a long series of dialogues and all. So I'm gonna end it right there for this episode. I'm probably gonna break it down into 2 or 3 episodes. I'm not yet sure, but yeah, I think it's been a good one so far. So if you guys enjoyed this part, definitely don't forget to hit that like button. Keep on smashing that like button. That's the way you guys are doing it. And if you want to see more of this type of content, definitely consider subscribing to this gaming channel as well. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video then. Cheers.